Picture this, it's late morning on the New York Stock Exchange floor, 2023. Shannon spots a stock that just IPO'd 2 days ago, pulsing with volume, yet stuck under a key level. Everyone's guessing, but he's not guessing. He's anchored to a secret tool that reveals the true battle between supply and demand, anchored VWAP. What if you could know exactly when to jump in or exit without second guessing? That's where the story really begins. Most traders chase price, but Brian shows us the hidden truth behind the numbers, anchored volume-weighted average price. Let's see how this tool flips the script on conventional charts. Back in 2023, Brian details a live trade scenario with a hot tech IPO, where price action looked like noise. But by anchoring VWAP to the IPO date, he found a precise support level that no one else spotted. Traders who followed that level nailed entries and avoided the plunge that wiped others out the next day. Think of AVWAP like a tide marker on a beach. Price rises and falls like waves, but volume and time anchor the average price, the waterline, showing where the true buying and selling are balanced. It's where the market's story really lives, not just a fleeting price point. Traders applying AVWAP don't set stop losses based on emotion or arbitrary dollar amounts. Instead, stops align with anchored VWAP levels, real boundaries shaped by collective market behavior. This means fewer whipsaws and a defensive shield that actually reflects supply-demand battles hidden beneath the surface. Breakouts can be a minefield. Brian shows how AVWAP is your compass through this chaos, nailing the exact moment momentum shifts and doubling your edge. Brian recalls a swing trade on a biotech stock breaking out after weeks of consolidation. By anchoring VWAP at the consolidation low, he timed entry just as price shaved above it, momentum confirmed by volume spikes. The trade yielded 20% in days, a textbook example of catching the market's breath before the sprint. Imagine resistance levels like walls. Anchored VWAP turns these walls into springboards. When price retests the AVWAP line, what was resistance often flips to support, giving traders reliable zones to add or protect profits, like catching a rebound instead of running into a brick wall. Brian's mantra is simple: risk first, reward second. If a trade breaches anchored VWAP support decisively, it's a signal: cut losses fast. He shares a case where a stubborn breakout failed twice and traders clinging to hope lost 30%. Using AVWAP stops transforms gut feelings into cold, smart discipline. AVWAP isn't just math, it's psychology baked in. Brian dives deep into how understanding crowd behavior through AVWAP changes the way you think about every tick. One of Brian's sharpest lessons came from a short squeeze candidate in 2022. Anchoring VWAP to the start of heavy short interest exposed a key price zone where panic buying kicked in. Traders using that setup rode the squeeze and knew exactly where it would likely fade. AVWAP is like reading the emotional pulse of the market. When demand outweighs supply over a timed anchor, price gravitates toward VWAP with increased conviction, much like a crowd gathering irresistibly around a bar on a slow night, looking for action and energy. Failed trades happen. Brian shares a story where he misread a breakout, but because AVWAP showed weak volume support, he exited early. This kept losses minimal and sanity intact. His rule: let the chart's anchored truth guide, not your hopes or fears. Remember that busy IPO floor from the start? That's your market playground. Anchored VWAP gives you the secret lens to see past chaos into the real battle beneath price noise. Next time you watch stocks move, try anchoring VWAP to a key date, like an IPO or breakout, to find where supply meets demand perfectly. It's a game changer for your trading rhythm. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.